Like, you're gonna have to be responsible for yourself. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So then his dad, why old people are on Facebook, I don't understand. His dad was like, I had seen this post when I like got out of bed, because I guess he called his parents to come and get him, or asked his, I'm not sure. I think at that point his parents had like moved out or whatever. But he had like called his parents to give him a ride. And his dad had made a post on something. You tell your wife to get her lazy buddy out of bed. It's not our responsibility to take you to work. And I'm like, it's not my responsibility to take your grown 40-year-old child to work either. Like, if I showed him what bus route to take, the app on his phone, this, that, and the third, he should have the responsibility to get his butt to work. It's not my job to make sure that you get to your job on time. Like, I'm not your mom. Like, that's just, I have a 4-year-old. Well, at the time he was 3. So when I moved in, he was 3. So I have a child. I'm not looking to raise a grown man child. That's not my job. And I think that's the major part of our issue, is because he wants somebody to baby him. Like, his parents babied him all his life because he has some type of disability. And like, you can tell sometimes, like, he's all the way there. But still, like, I still, I don't discriminate people. Like, I don't. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you got a disability, I can't fuck with you. Like, no, that's not who I am. So, yeah, I'm just like, that's not who I am. That's not what I was going. That's not, I'm not going to do that. So, after that incident is when I'm almost done, I promise, almost done. So after that incident is when his brother had gave him a bike, and now all of a sudden the bike's not working because his parents moved back in the house. And I will get you a car if you get out the bathroom. His parents had like back or let him drive the car or whatever the case may be, like something, whatever. So now they have a new car. Like, he just got this whole settlement and they have a new car. And I was just like, you blew your money on a new car when all you had to do was just go to the mechanic for the old car. But I was like, that's not my business anymore. I'm not in the house. That's not my business. We're not together. He's still, I don't know why I just did that. He still to this day was like, oh, I want to work on us. I want us to be a family again. I want us to have kids. First of all, I would never extend your gene pool. I'm sorry. That's just not going to happen for me. Because I don't want to be tied to that for the rest of my life. And I don't want to put my child through that ever again. Because not only, if it was just him doing dumb crap, maybe I could handle it. But it's not just him doing dumb crap. It's the parents who don't freaking, like, I don't know how you raised a kid and you don't understand a kid's play. So, granted, yes, I understood that his dad can't walk properly. So I understood that. So, being that I understood that, I was just like, well, whatever. But not to the extent his dad is in the room asleep or watching TV or whatever. So, my son is playing, because my son, like, I'm not going to restrict my son to stay in one spot and play. Like, I don't know if they were doing that because they just, I honestly don't know, but I came home from work twice mad as hell because they freaking pushed a 4-year-old down or out the way because he didn't move fast enough. And that that with kids, they want to play or whatever. That with kids, like, they once they're in play mode, like, they don't really necessarily want to stop playing. So I was just, that's just not coming out the way I wanted it to. I look like a big clown, but it's okay. So like, whatever. So like at that point I had like moved my friend in, because at that point I really couldn't fully trust him to watch my son by himself, because my son kept coming up with these mysterious cuts that nobody could tell me where my son is getting cut. Like, you were supposedly watching my child, but you can't tell me how he got a cut on his foot. So I was like, I had moved my friend in or whatever, and it worked out for a little bit. But, my friend's not reliable, so. And not reliable as in, like, they had an agreement that he was supposed to pay, and he didn't hold up the agreement. But that's between them. I had nothing to do with that. So yeah. He, so yeah, like that. Like, that kind of pissed me off, because I was like, I can't, leave my son with you. And it, like, okay, before that, it was kind of like, he had said, something along that fact of, if you don't trust me anymore, why would you trust me with your child? And I'm fully aware that he probably didn't realize what the heck he was talking about when he said that, because if he did, he would never say that to a parent. Any parent, mom, dad, guardian, whatever. You would never say that to them. So I was like, he's so lucky I can't go home right now. He's so freaking lucky. And I had befriended this lady at work, and she is such a sweetheart. She has 2 kids, and the dude that she's messing with, like, she is such a sweetheart. Like, oh my God. But, like, I had befriended her, and I was like, look what my husband just texted me. Like, I know we were going through our crap, but, like, look what he just texted me. And from that day forward, like, I felt uncomfortable leaving him at home with my husband. Like, I really felt uncomfortable about that. So I was like, okay, I can't. So my friend wanted to come by to visit me or whatever, because I was like, hey, look, I'm at this house or whatever. So I don't really have too many female friends, but I have some guy friends. And I was like, okay, look, this is what's going on, da da da. And he always needs a place to stay, so all right, come and stay here. You can watch my child when I go to work, and I could feel better about leaving my child at the house or whatever. So that worked out for a little while, and then it just got to be too much. So at that point, I could take my child with me, so I did take him. But it was still like, it was still like my child was in that house. So when I was asleep, my son would get out the room and play, whatever, and it was still kind of very uncomfortable for me to be in my house, because I didn't know what was going on at that point. Like, we just weren't getting along, and every other day was like an argument, and yes, I just cleaned my ears. So it wasn't working for me. So the first time I kind of moved out. Like, I didn't really move out, but I kind of just left to get some space. I was staying with a guy, and yeah. This is Matte. Cabaret. So like the wine. It's supposed to give my matte finish, but I put a lip gloss on, so. But yeah, I didn't really feel comfortable with that. So, you know, as time went by, I was like, okay, whatever. I could take my son to work with me, and then I was out of work for like a week because I never ready to watch my child, and the boss was, you know, getting aggravated with the work or whatever because I was bringing my son to work, and he wasn't really like, yeah, at that time I was working 7 days a week. So 7 days a week, I had my child with me. Now I'm only working 4 days because they hired somebody else for like the other 3, which I don't like that guy at all. Like, I get it. I was late a couple times, but do people have lives? Like, I'm not purposely late. Like, I'm not that person who's purposely late. But people do have lives, and stuff happens. And I don't think it's just, I don't know. I don't want to say it's a race thing because I don't really fully think it's a race thing, but it's odd that I didn't have any problems with like the last person, but I have major problems with this dude. So it's just, it is what it is. But yeah, so moved out the first time and it was okay, whatever. Did a lot of relationship. We were staying in a hotel one time and it was fine. And then he had to leave to go to North Carolina, and I moved back in the house. And then every now and then, like, I would just leave to go stay in a hotel room and whatever. Finally, this last time, I left. And I moved in with a friend, and we got a place together, and I don't know if he thought, like, because I wasn't physically in the house, that it was okay for him to move somebody in or to even talk to somebody. Because if you're trying to work things out and your wife moved out because you were constantly cheating, constantly doing stuff that wasn't right for somebody to be married, why would you then continue to do the same stuff? Like, that didn't make any sense to me, but whatever, that's not my business. So per that, whatever. And before that, I had met my friend, and we got to talking or whatever. We had some arguments, and it's been a hell of a ride, and I love that man to death. Like, that little baby got my heart. You know, when friends, they has your heart, but they friends. Yeah, that's him. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's how I'm ending my year. I am ending it on the verge of being single, I guess. I mean, I don't know what else to call it. Like, even now, like, I do have Insta Facebook from time to time, and I do post stuff. But even now, he'll post, like, I just seen that he posted something, like, at the time, it was 15 hours ago, so maybe that was, like, 2-3 hours ago. So he had posted, a picture of us, and, it was our wedding picture, our marriage license, and some other stuff. Like, it was just the collage we had. He had took it down at one point and the frame was broken. So I'm not sure if he fixed it, because when he gets mad, he likes to throw stuff. So, and throw tantrum. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't speak today. But yeah, so like, I don't. It is what it is at this point, and honestly, I don't care what he has to say. He can react to this video like he normally does, and that's on his side of the story. But to be honest, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna do that. And quite frankly, if we do end up staying married, then we would have to live in separate households because I can't live in that house with my child. I just can't. So yeah, that was my get ready with me, I guess. And if you have any questions, you know, you can always email me or I don't know, or choose something. I don't know. I may not come out the way I wanted to. Again, I will try to list the products that I use below. I guess I could have done a little bit more. And I'm not gonna set this. I'm just gonna maybe wash this off a little bit later. I'm not going anywhere today, so it really doesn't matter. I am gonna flat iron my hair, so there's that. Yeah. So I will guess see you guys next year. I might make a video for New Year's. We'll see what's going on with that. But see you guys. Love.